Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Tuesday, May 16th, 2017. Well, folks, let's talk about JCP here. This is the daily chart. Take a look, up almost 5% on the day. I bought this with our members in the research center. I want to tell you exactly what I saw on the chart. I want to educate you so you can do this on your own. All right, the bottom line is very, very simple here. The chart had gotten crushed on earnings. All right, just take a look right here. If we take a look where the stock was trading going into earnings, okay, look at this. It was trading at $5.70. $5.70 going into earnings. It bottomed out today at $4.24. Yesterday, it actually made a slightly lower low. What I saw on the chart was very simple, and this is something that most investors don't know. Number one, the stock was exceptionally oversold. Take a look at where it was just a couple months ago. If you go back to the beginning of this year, it was trading north of $10. So think about that, a 60% decline in the stock in just, 5 months, 4 months? Okay, that is a huge technical selling pressure move. Now, most people would be scared of that. I'm not. I look at that and I say, okay, well, listen, it's overdone. There's panic. There's a lot of people just nervous. That's where I want to step up and buy because when everyone else thinks something, it's usually the opposite. But the bigger thing here is something that most people don't know about certain funds. All right, there are certain funds, not the good ones, by the way, in my opinion, but there are certain funds that cannot hold stocks below $5. And I wrote an article about this yesterday. So when JP Morgan closed below $5 a couple days ago, all right, right here, you got a secondary sell day yesterday because there were funds that had to sell the stock. All right, they have in their bylaws, whatever it may be, they cannot hold a stock below $5. So that had nothing to do with earnings. It was just the fact that the stock was below $5. So there's nothing fundamentally wrong there with the stock. And that's where I like to step in because I know what's going on there. I know that these funds had to dump because of their bylaws. There's lots of hedge funds that don't and were buying probably at the lows where I was buying. And we knew that it would bounce back, okay? Because in all fairness, if you go through the earnings, the earnings were not great, but they certainly were not horrendous either. They were not to the point where the stock should be down 60+%, trading at new, multi-year lows, maybe even all-time lows. I don't know how far back goes, but years ago it traded around $5. It obviously broke that, so it's multi-year lows. The bottom line is this, folks. I'm going to tell you this right now. This stock will continue to climb. This stock could have put in a multi-year low. This stock should be back above $5 within a few days, and we are in from below $4.30. I think our exact entry was $4.27 today. We are up, 5-7% already in one day. You need to know this stuff because this is pure money. This is profit in your hand. All right, this is stuff you can grab. You can feel that cash because already knowing that, just little nuance about the $5 factor there, and knowing the stock is oversold, knowing it is seeing capitulation volume. I mean, look at the volume on earnings. I mean, this thing almost did 100 million. I don't even know if it ever's done that much volume before in its past history. That's capitulation. The term capitulation basically means that is where investors panic and they just dump. They don't think logically. They don't think about anything fundamentally or technically. They just dump because they're scared. And that's where the institutions want to buy in because that's where you know the low is going to be. When all the average investors get panicky, that's where the big boys, the smart money, steps in. So bottom line is, folks, JCP here. We're in from 427, trading at 456. We bought this morning, already a beautiful gain. We're looking for more. I think this gets back above $5. I'm going to generally give out a target right now of approximately a 20% gain, which will take us well above the $5 level. Just off the top of my head, my target, see this low pivot right here and this low pivot? So what I want you to do is put a line right here, connect it through. So it's connect, and that goes right to this close. That's your target right there. That target is $5.30, which will basically be 20%, maybe a little bit more in profit for us. All right, bottom line is, if you're not getting involved, if you're not learning these nuances that literally will make you money, then you're insane. And honestly, I never understood that. Why would an investor, when they put their heart, think about how hard it was for you to make whatever dollars you're investing with. Whatever dollars. How on earth would someone not want to know every nuance of investing? to make the right decision and grow that instead of watching it slip away. And that's what I try to do. I literally look at it like, listen, I worked hard from the money I made too. If I'm going to put my money in a stock, I want to know every freaking thing about it. I want to know what charts are good, what buy signals to look for, what are the institutions doing, what are the average investors doing, what's the volume telling me, what's the moving averages. I mean, you just name it, name it, name it. Not hard to learn. You just got to think about it and come to us at inthemoneystocks.com to get educated. So that's what I'm going to leave you with right now, folks. Come to inthemoneystocks.com, get live trades as I take them. You can buy them with me. JCP, just one example of one of the trades today. This is a swing trade. We're going to hold it ideally for multiple days. Come join us now. Talk to you soon, guys. Take care.